Hi everyone, how are we doing? Welcome to your favorite book board. Welcome to Bookverse. So today we'll be discussing the book Dream Count by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I have finished reading and I just want to ask the author, what do you want me to do? What would you have me do? What would you like me to do for you, ma'am? Because I don't understand. I think this is the reaction of the many book enthusiasts who are in the book community who after having finished the book were like, oh, if it was below expectation for them. Like I finished it and I was thinking, okay, what next? Is this it? Ah. So where do I start this review from? Chimamanda is usually very, very fond of writing about issues that affect the society and women. And that is one of the things I really love her for. Every other book has a societal impact. It could be in the form of rape awareness or career awareness. But Dream Count is beyond that. I feel like it has its own, yes, but let's focus on the good part. On the good part now, it talked about four women, their lives, their love lives, their career, their progression through time, and how they evolved differently. He talked about four women, their friendships, how their choice of love, how their choice of living a life affected their friendships. He talked about four women, their wants, their needs, and how they pursued what they consider to be happiness to them. In light of these four women, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie also raises conscious awareness for safety for women in workplace, in the place of Kadiato, who was molested and raped by a senior VVIP member in her place of work. It also discusses women when it comes to confrontation or issues wherein the society do not give us their full support, how we tend to run back into our shell, avoid the spotlight because we want our peace. I think this is a survival mechanism. This is a defense mechanism because most of the time, when you tend to fight for yourself and you're always speaking up for your what you want and saying your truth, there are voices that rise up in judgment against what you have said. They know that they were not there when it happened, but they want to put you in a place where you feel small. Like, why does it have to be you? Why do you think when this thing happened to you, you have to come out to fight? You know, they subject you to judgments, and you tend to feel safer when the issue is brushed aside. This was what happened to Kadiato. And this is what happens to most women sometimes when we come into a place where we have to fight for our lives. Dream counts. It also discusses women and how we feel small in the face of love. When we've hungered for it so much, and then we see someone with whom we feel, oh, we could have something, but then this person is not it. But we tend to shrink ourselves, you know, condone a lot of the things that we normally would not take just for us to feel loved. This is in the case of Chiamaka and every other woman who seeks for genuine and kind love. And sometimes we'll see ourselves in the face of Omelogo and say, oh, yes, I am as bold as Omelogo. Yes, I am as confident as Omelogo. Nobody will talk to me anyhow. But even Omelogo had her own fear. Omelogo had a need. Omelogo felt a space deep in her heart. And by this, she also fell into depression. This also points to the fact that nobody can have it 100%. We are all struggling for something. So we need to give ourselves grace, and we need to give ourselves kindness. We need to give ourselves empathy. Every time is not a show of strength. Sometimes, sometimes we need to tell ourselves, I feel weak. I am weak in this place. This is one of my weakness. I do not have the grace to show enough strength, and it is okay to feel what we feel at every moment. This is a story of four friends, four lives, their struggles through life, true love, marriage, motherhood, and childbirth. But still, I feel this is one of the books of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie that I had to jump chapters because at some point it felt very it felt it began to feel very, I don't know how to put it, but I became quite uninterested some of the chapters. So I was just skipping through and waiting to finish. Could not wait to finish. I really would not give it 100 over 100. Like, I love all her books, but for Dream Count, I don't know. And I also think this is also because I probably have seen these characters before. There is short stories she wrote for the New York magazine or poster, the New York page. The I've seen Chuka in some of the short stories. I've seen Zikora. You know, these characters had earlier been introduced to us in short stories, but now they are compiled together to make for one book. So I've actually seen them before, and that's a very good thing. Not, I did not think it affects the reading in any way, or my reading anyway, but I just felt like, I don't know, the book did not end the way it was supposed to end. It just ended that way. Like, she just ended that way. So what do we do about the characters? What do we do about the void that is remaining? How do the readers, sometimes I know authors can leave you in a space of limbo and allow you complete the book in your head. But I feel there was so much conscious focus on other things in a space to make room for certain other plot developments. Probably like the over or the focus on the COVID-19 era, the deaths, the scientific blah 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 and all of that. But in a way, it was also infused with the characters. Yes, it was what gave us what to discuss. It was the basis on which these characters came to be and to develop, to see themselves due to the isolation that the COVID-19 pandemic caused. Still, I feel Dream Count did not meet up to what I expected it to be up to. And I feel so shy saying this, yes, because I really, really love Chimamanda, but Dream Count over 10, um, I'd probably give it 6. Probably give it 6. Have you read Dream Count? Let me know what you think. Let me know if am the one, I am the only one doing this. Let me know what you think and also give your ratings and tell me why, please. Till we meet some other time, have a very, very nice day. Goodbye.